and none for former SS officers. His desperate plea for clemency will be in vain.
When Hitler came to power, I was a young boy of 13 years old. Dear judges, this trial gives me the opportunity to stand up and speak out about the atrocities committed by the Nazis, and speak on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of young soldiers and officers of the Wehrmacht whose minds were poisoned by these criminals.
His execution is observed by the citizens he helped to terrorize. Nor does the horror of Nazi rule disappear overnight. German captives dig out the bodies at Babi Yar, and yet another distraught mother recognizes her son.
Comrade Savchenko, tell us, who was killed in your family?
My son. He was 28.
This is the reality of Nazi liberation. But for the triumphant Soviet partisans, heroes of the forest wars, a happier prospect must surely beckon. They have every right to enjoy their overdue release from fear and suffering. But not for long. This is Stalin's empire. Lena Mazanik, the woman who blew Kuba to pieces, arrives in Moscow expecting a hero's welcome.
Stalin told Ponomarenko, I went to see these people. And so they started to get us ready for the meeting with Stalin. Ponomarenko had been told to prepare us, but how? We had to be all dressed up. We'd come to Moscow like ragamuffins. You can guess what we looked like. I was in a German greatcoat, just without the epaulets. And they began to get us ready, properly. But Beria turned everything on its head. Stalin did not receive us. We were told to go to the Lubyanka by Kubulov, Beria's deputy. Yes, afterwards I was told that they planned to kill me and put another woman in my place. There was a door and a screen in the room, and I knew that someone was sitting behind the screen because I could see his boots. When I came in, I took a look around this great big office and spotted the boots behind the screen. I was immediately on my guard. What was going to happen now? The officer who had brought me in saluted to Kuznetsov and hinted that he should leave. At that moment, I threw my arms around Kuznetsov's neck and started to cry, saying, I won't go as long as I'm alive. I will not let Kuznetsov leave the room. I don't want to stay here. And tell him to take his boots away. After this, the boots disappeared behind the screen. Sit down. And the interrogation started. Kubulov asked me the most disgusting question. Did I sleep with Kube? Who gave me the order to do this? Kubulov said that I had to follow their orders and be under their authority, and that I had to say that they ordered me to do it. He tormented me for about an hour. Then they made up some sort of protocol, and I refused to sign anything. I said to them, I will not sign. You can kill me, but I will not sign. And I left Moscow.
As the war ends, resistance fighters like Lena Mazanik and these boys they call partisan avengers can have only vague hopes for a better future. But there will be no promised land, no new freedoms, only somber memorials like the bell towers at Hatyn, tolling in memory of massacred villagers. So was their brave, pitiless war in vain?
If I had the strength, I would have done it all again. For my country, for Russia, Belarus, the Ukraine, for my country. Nothing could have stopped me. If an enemy came to our land and did what he did, burning people alive, herding people together, and I was present at some of Kube's banquets, held in honor of the bandit leaders who carried out these actions, exterminations, destroyed villages. When they got together and drank schnapps, Kube used to say things like, "I have to admit that Hans has done very well. No one got away. He burnt everyone in the village to death. But Fritz didn't do so well this time. A few people slipped through the net. Not everyone was eliminated. A few people got away." So tell me, what can you feel about people like that? You just want to kill them like mad dogs. It was the only country we had, the land where we were born.